Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me? Am I audible to all of you? If yes, please respond. All of you, those who can hear me. If you guys can hear me, please respond. Everyone. Am I audible to all of you? If yes, then please respond, all of you. I'm just waiting for the responses and then we'll start the session. Yes, Bhusan is saying yes. Susanti is saying yes. Nikita is also saying yes. All right, guys. Great. So let's start here. All right. So let's start the session now. So today we are going to discuss the 2017 QA section. Okay. If you have given the paper, you must have observed this is somewhat easier than 2018, isn't it? The number of questions which are easy, it is uh, easier than 2018. But still the cutoff was very low. In the year 2017, okay, the cutoff for this section was only 3.0, which means we just need to attempt how many questions? Only 4 questions maybe with 100% accuracy. So those who are weaker in maths or weaker in quant section probably just need to attempt 4 questions to clear the cutoff. And we have analyzed also in earlier 2-3 days back that on the safer side, your target should be at least 6 questions with 100% accuracy. That's it. And we'll be able to clear the cutoff. That's the trend over the years here. All right, so let's start with the discussion one by one. But yes, surprisingly, there is a one question from here from engineering maths. Yes or no, based on the exponential series. Okay. So after a long time, Iift has asked a question based on the exponential series. Usually, if you look at the paper of Iift way back in the year 2002 and 3, so they used to ask question based on exponential series, Fourier series, like that. Okay, but you do not need to study something else or even complex number also. Okay, Z and iota and everything here. But it's not like that you should start just because there is a one question from engineering maths that is from the exponential series doesn't mean that you should start reading, start solving all the questions of engineering maths. कोई जरूरत नहीं, देर एक क्वेश्चन है उसे छोड़ देंगे ना, still there are 19 questions. कितने क्वेश्चन पूछ लेंगे इंजीनियरिंग मैथ्स से? मे बी 2-3, ठीक है, but it's very rare to get such type of the questions here. So anyway, let's start here now. So the first question was actually a easy one. Length of the questions, I'll not attempt in the first round. I'll come back in the second round. So I'll also keep telling you, okay, which question we should ideally attempt in the first and the second round here. Like it says here, Swern and SME Enterprise borrowed a sum of money from nationalized bank. Simple interest per annum. So principal amount is same in both the cases. In the first case, the principal amount is P. In the principal amount is P. But here the rate of interest is equal to 10%. In the second case, rate of interest is 8% here. Okay. It cleared the first loan 6 months before the scheduled date of repayment and repaid the second loan just at the end of the scheduled period. So for the second loan, let's say the time period is nothing but that is 3 months in terms of months. So for the first one, the time period is nothing but that is T minus P. Okay, sorry, T minus 6. All right, we can say that is equal to T minus 6. I'll come to that point. Let me explain this first in apex. Okay, so T minus 6 months here. So T months and T minus 6 months here, that we can say here. Now it also says it is clear, it cleared the first loan 6 months before the scheduled and repaid the second loan just at the end of the scheduled period. If in each case it had to pay rupees 62,100 as amount. So in each case, so it means can I say interest paid in each of the cases is same? The total amount, remember it's not an interest, the total amount paid is same. So same money they borrowed, the total amount also they paid same. So it means interest paid by both of them are same. So equate the interest. So I can say 10% of T minus 6. In any case, principal will get cancelled, but I'm writing down here P into 10 by 2 T 6 months. Okay. And that P into 8% interest, that is 8 by 100. Okay. Or in any case, it will get cancelled 100. So 8 by 100 into T. So if I solve this, we can find out what is the value of here. The P and P will get cancelled, 100 and 100 will get cancelled. And remember, T is in months here. So I'll say that will be equal to 10T. And from here, T is coming out 30 months. 30 months at options, but still there are two options are left out. Okay, so time period is 2.5 years. Now, also know the total amount. And what is the total amount? Amount is always equal to nothing, but that is equal to principal plus simple interest. So total amount here, it is given as 62,100. Principal, I can say, let's say P, and simple interest we can calculate P. कोई भी एक values ले लो. So I am taking P plus into 10% वाला case ले. So P into 10 by 100. All right. So P into 10 by 100. All right. And am I audible to all of you? Any disturbance you guys are facing in my voice? Okay. P plus P into 10 by 100. And 10 by 100. And for how many years? That is for 2 years. That is, you can say T minus 6. Na? T minus 6, it means nothing but that is 30 minus 6 is 24 months. So I can say that is 2 years. So from here, you can find out what is the value T. And you get simply 51,007. But to be in the second round here. Any doubts to anyone now in this question number 1? Please respond. So Susant, Nikita. Okay, now it's fine. Is it fine now? Yes. Okay. That might be a temporary issue. Okay, guys. So should we move to the next question? Now for GK, I have kept a session, Apex. Tomorrow I'm taking a session. All right, as well as on Saturday, as well as on Sunday also, I'll discuss the questions from the month of April, May. All right. So let's move to the next question. Okay. Question number 2. Again, a very easy one. It says a rectangular plank root 10 meter wide. So width of this rectangular plank is nothing but that is root 10 meter wide. Is placed symmetrically along the diagonal of a square of side 10. So the diagonal of the square is nothing but that is equal to 10. And this is equal to root 10. So I can say root 10. So probably we can mark this as equal to nothing but that is equal to root 10. Okay, that is the width. So if the width is root 10, so this angle is equal to 90 degree, and we can find out these two lengths, isn't it? Okay, so these two are equal. That will be comes out to be nothing but that will be simply equal to root 10 by how much? Root 2, which is equal to root 5. So both the but root 5. And the side of the square is 10. So the remaining side, it will be comes out to be 10 minus root 5. So I can say this is equal to 10 minus root 5. Similarly, this length is also equal to 10 minus root 5. So if both the lengths are 10 minus root 5, then we can find out the length of the rectangular plank. And what is the length of rectangular plank? A root 2, because it's 90, 45, 45. So I can say the length of this plank, it will be comes out to be equal to 10 minus root 5 into root 2. All right. Now we need to find out the area of the plank. So area of the plank is equal to length into width. So length and you'll get the answer as nothing but option number, I think option number 1 probably. Okay, 20 root 5 minus 10. Check kar lena. Okay, what we are getting here. Probably the answer is option number 1. So any doubts to anyone now? Can we move to the next question if it is clear to all of you? The answer will be definitely option number 1. So this is the question which you could have attempted in the first round. Figure dekh ke easy lag raha tha, so you can attempt in the first round. Now coming to question number 3. Time and work, very standard question, very easy. So Santosh, Tarun and Nikhil can complete a work separately in 45, 60 and 75 days. So there is a Somesh, Tarun and Nikhil. They can complete the work 45, 60 and 75 days. So we can take the LCM, that is always works here. So LCM of these three, it will be comes out to be 900. Say that is equal to 900 units. So assume that 900 units. So 900 by 45 means 20 units. 900 by 60 means 15 units. 900 by 75, which is equal to 12, means 12 units per hour they can, or per day they can do it here. They started the work together, but Nikhil left 5 days after the start. It means Nikhil has worked only for 5 days. So if Nikhil has worked only for 5 days, he will complete the work in how many days? I can say uh, he can complete how many units? That will be 12 into 5. So 12 into 5, he can complete 60 units of work. And Somesh left 2 days before the completion of the work. So Somesh left 2 days before the completion of work. So Somesh has worked only for T minus. If Tarun is working for T days, so Tarun will complete how many units of work? 15 T. And he has worked, Somesh has worked for T minus 2, T in minus 2, I can say. And the sum of all these value, it must be equal to how much? That is 900 here. Okay, so if you solve this, it will be, comes out to be, if I add all of them, 20 plus 15, that is equal to 35T. So that is 35T minus 40 plus 60, and then 900 minus 20, that is equal to 880. 880 by 25, sorry, 35, which is option number 1, 25 1 by 7. So definitely to be attempted in first round. So easy, I'll say. Question number 4. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is based on exponential series from the engineering maths. So what I can do here is log 3. You can assume that the log 3 to the base of E as. So my equation will be, comes out to 1 plus 5x. Okay. Into 1 plus 5 square into x square. 8 plus, I can say 1 upon 3 factorial into so on infinity. Okay. So take the 1 into x. 1 into x is equal to x. 1 into x square, or I can say x square by 2 factorial. I get the term. Then x cube by 4 by and then 5 into x, 5x, 5 square into x square. I get third term will be 5 cube into x cube. That is 5x whole cube upon 3 factorial, and so on till infinity. So this is nothing but it's a sum of 2 exponential series. हाँ, कुछ टफ होता है, कुछ इजी भी होता है. So I can say this is nothing but there are 2 exponential series. So this is nothing but is equal plus a 5. So you can note down, if you want to note down, just a common sense, that the exponential series क्या होती है? That e raised to power x equal to plus x by factorial cube. So that is the exponential series. But again, it doesn't mean that you should start going back to and start taking your engineering maths का book. Or maybe शायद 12th में, तो I don't think 12th में था क्या exponential series. I don't remember now. But 12th में नहीं था शायद. Okay. So this is e raised to power x minus 1 plus e raised to power 5x minus 1. So e raised to power x. Okay. And what is e raised to power x? E raised to power x here. Say that e raised to power x. So e raised to power x equal to 3. So you can substitute here, that is equal to 3 minus 1 plus, that is 3 raised to power 5 minus 1. So 3 raised to power 1 plus 3 raised to power 5 minus 1, that will be, comes out to be 244. And that's so. Any doubts to anyone? Definitely छोड़ने वाला है. Remember, this question is, I'm sure that most of the people do not remember. किसी को याद ही नहीं होगा, पढ़ा भी होगा तभी, बहुत साल पहले पढ़ा होगा, isn't it? And especially from the BCom, और इन लोगों ने तो पढ़ा भी नहीं होगा. Maybe someone जिनके engineering maths थी first year or second year में, so they might have done that. Tough question to be left out completely. Can we move to question number 5 now? Fifth was again a sitter. Okay, so f of x at x equal to 5. So I can say f5, which is equal to 1 upon 1 plus 5, which is 1 by 6. Then of x. So I can say f of 1 by 6 now. So f is 1 upon 1 plus 1 is equal to 6, 7. Then again, third, again I need to find out the f of previous term. Okay, so I can say f of that will equal to 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 6 by 7. That's easy. So to be attempted in first term. And that's it. We have cleared the cutoff. पहले 5 में से question number 5 was easy. Okay, then question number 3 was easy and question number 2. ये मैं तीनों फर्स्ट राउंड में अटेम्प्ट करता एंड प्रोबेबली दैट इज इनफ 3.3 मार्क्स आ ही गए 0.1 और लेकर आना है 0.01. Now coming to question number 6. Now this is again a tough question, I'll say. A pharmaceutical company produces two chemicals X and Y. So there are two chemicals X and Y. So I can mark there are two chemicals X and one is chemical Y. Such that X consists of 5% of salt A. So here the salt A, it is nothing but that is 5%, and the salt B, it is nothing but that is equal to 10%. Okay. All right. And Y consists of 10% salt A. So A has got 10% and B ka, that is 6% salt. For producing the chemical X and Y, the company requires at least 7 gram of salt A. So salt A 7 gram. 7 gram honi chahiye. If the chemical X cost rupees 10.50, so cost of this one is nothing but that is 0.5 per gram, and chemical Y cost rupees 7.8, so that is 7.8 per gram. What is the minimum cost at which the company can meet the requirement by using a combination of both the type of chemicals? Okay, so let's first of all we need to make the equation. अब यहां पे मैं अज्यूम करता हूं कि टोटल इनिशियल क्वांटिटी ऑफ दिस केमिकल एक्स इज इक्वल x. Okay, and y I can assume that's 100y. So what is A? Okay, so if I say A means 5% of 100x, that is equal to 5x. And in the second one, it is nothing but A is 10% of 100y, that is 10y. So I can say that means 5x plus 10y. Okay, 5x plus 10y, and it has to equal to how much? 7 gram. At least we need 7 gram, isn't it? So I can say that is 7 gram. Similar about this B, 100x. So 5%, 10% of 100x. So 10% of 100x, I can say, what is 10% of 100x? 10. And 6% of 100y, that is 6y. And it has to be greater, but that will be 7 gram. So we have got this equation 5x plus 10y, it has to be greater than 7, 10x plus 6y, it has to be also greater than equal to 7 here. So if I take, and what is the cost? Cost will be nothing. For x, it is 100, na? Sorry, 10.5. So I can say that is 10.5x, isn't it? Or 10.5 into 100x, you can say, and like this one. So yes, that's right. The answer is definitely 810. तो अब ये यहां पे आ गया मेरे पास से, तो आई कैन सॉल्व सिंपली टेकिंग 5x टू 7, क्योंकि मुझे मिनिमम चाहिए, मिनिमम सॉल्व कर रहा हूं 10 to also 7. So multiply to take the difference. So 10 into 2 is 20. 20 minus 6y, that is equal to 14y. And 7 2s are 14. 14 minus 7. Or here we can find out the ratios of x and y also. So in any case, 14y and 7 2s are 14. 14 minus. So I take y as equal to half. Substitute y equal to half in any of the equations, and I get the value of x also. If y is equal to half, then 6 into 1 by 2 is 3, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So 10x equal to 4. So x is equal to 4 by 10, and that will be equal to 2 by 5. So y is equal to half and x is equal to nothing but that is equal to 2 by 5. And what is the cost? That is 10 into 100x. So 100x, so I can plus, And for y, the cost will be nothing but that is 8 into 100 into y is 1 by 2. This will be. So I'll rate this as a second round question क्योंकि पहले तो बहुत सारी कहानी given है इसमें. Okay, so that you need to understand here. So anyway, can we move to the next question now? Okay, I'll come to that one. चले आगे guys. Clear? Okay. Now, coming to question number 7, not to be attempted in the first round. It is actually, I have not attempted in the first round. ठीक है, हाँ, ओवरऑल बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, ओवरऑल हाई जाना चाहिए. इट्स ऑल अबाउट टाइम मैनेजमेंट. तुम ये चेक करो, यू ऑल शुड एक्चुअली चेक कि किस सेक्शन में तुम्हें यू कैन स्कोर मोर इन लेस अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम, इन विच सेक्शन, वेदर इट्स क्वांट और एलआर और वर्बल. दैट इज यू ऑल नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. क्वांट इजी होता है बट मे बी टाइम कंज्यूमिंग. आई थिंक द स्कोरिंग सेक्शन हियर इज, इन माय ओपिनियन, इज वर्बल एंड एलआर. वर्बल और एलआर स्कोरिंग है. डीआई टफ रहता है, मींस लॉट ऑफ कैलकुलेशंस आते हो. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. Suntex company plans to manufacture a new product line of razor next year and sell it at a price of rupees 12 per unit. So cost price is 12 per unit. So if the number of unit is this one, so total cost X unit is there. Okay, it manufacture X unit. So X unit अगर manufacture करती है तो total cost 12x होगा. Now further, the variable cost per unit in each production run is estimated to the 50% of the selling price. So variable cost is nothing but it is basically the 50% of the selling price here. Okay, and the fixed cost for each production run is estimated to be rupees 50,400. Okay, selling price is 12 per unit. Yes, I have written it wrong. Selling price is 12 per unit. So write down SP. Selling price is equal to the 50% of the selling price. So that is 6 per unit. So 6 per unit means that will be 6x. Okay, and the fixed cost is 400. Based on their estimated cost, how many units of the new product will company need to manufacture in order for their revenue? So revenue is so revenue cost is variable cost, and then x equal to 8400. तो मैंने इसे दोबारा से किया, इसलिए क्या कि ये इतना क्वेश्चन इजी कैसे हो सकता है. It happens, I'm sure that it happens with some of you also in the exam, isn't it? If you are able to solve few questions quickly, तो कई बार लगता है कि कहीं कुछ मैंने गलत तो नहीं किया था ना. Then I checked it again and I realized नहीं, क्वेश्चन ही ऐसा ही था. The answer is correct. It is 84. So I hope that 7th is also clear. So let's move to next question. That is question number 8. Now this was also a very straightforward question to be attempted in first round. देख के लग रहा है x0 x1 given है, एक टर्म दो टर्म को फाइंड आउट करना है. So x1 it is me also. Sometimes we get the answer so quickly, then we start thinking कि नहीं ऐसा कैसे आ सकता है आंसर इतनी जल्दी. So x1 is equal to 2. Okay, so that is 3, which is so x3 is nothing but that is 5. So this is the one. It will be comes out to be option number 1. So definitely to be attempted in the first round. Length of question is very less. Question पढ़ोगे भी तो तुरंत समझ में आ जाएगा, तो करना चाहिए. The problem that I have seen that whenever the IFT was of 6 section paper, जब भी 6 सेक्शन हुए ना, कट ऑफ हमेशा कम जाती है. जब भी 4 सेक्शन होते हैं तो कट ऑफ ज्यादा जाती है. In 2017 there was 6 section. Now coming to this question, again lots of stories, so not to be attempted in the first round. A mobile company that sells two models, ACN1 and ACN2 of mobile, reported that revenues from ACN1 in 2016 were down 12% from 2015. So if in 2015, if I say the revenue is equal to 100x, so in 2016, its revenue is 12% down, so means x. And revenue from ACN2 sales in 2016 were up by 9% from 2015. So 9% by 2000. So let's say it is equal to 100y. So I think yes. नहीं, overall था मेल फीमेल अलग अलग नहीं थी 2017 में. I need to check, मुझे याद नहीं है. Okay, this is 1019, 9% increase. If the total revenue from sales of both the mobile phones were up by 3%, so total here it is 100x plus 100y. This total, there is a change of 3%. So I can say that is 1. And then you can add sum of these two must be equal to these two. So I'll get the equation here, 109 minus 103, that is equal to 6y. And 103 minus 88, that is 15x here. So the x by 6 by 15, that is coming out to be 5. So 2 by 5 means option number 2. Okay. RC was borderline. Okay. All right, guys. So let's move. So that's why I'm saying कि सारे IFT के पेपर ना as a mock, so that will help you only to make a proper strategy. Come to question number 10. Now, this was also easy. How I have done, I'll tell you. 10 raised to power 67 minus 87. So I'll start with a smaller number. 10 cube minus 87 means 1000 minus 87. So फिर मैंने लिया कि अगर मैं 1000 माइनस 87 करता हूं तो डबल 3. ओके, फिर मैंने सोचा 0 माइनस करूंगा 3. So we know if it is there are 5 zeros, if there are 5 zeros, so 2 digits all 3 are 9. It is to 67 minus 87. So there will be a total of 67 digit number. Out of 67 digit number, 2 of the digit is 13, so 1. And remaining 65 digits will be 9. So I'll say that 5 into 9. So when I have written 65 into 9 into 1 plus 3, the first thing which is striking my mind was that, okay, of 9k plus 4. So 9 का divisibility rule तो बहुत easy होता है, isn't it? So I started, okay, first one, instead of doing all the calculation, what I have done, एक ही ऑप्शन था जो कि 9k plus 4 के फॉर्म में, that is 589. Okay, you can see 8 plus 5 is 13. 9 को neglect कर दूंगा तो 13 को 9 से 3 plus 1, that is 4. So there is only one option which is satisfying. So the answer is 589. Means, and it is in the form of 9k plus 4 means what? The sum of the digits or digital sum, it must be equal to 4. Digital sum 4 आना चाहिए. तो digital sum 4 आना चाहिए, तो digital sum सबको add करके quickly you can check and you can find out there is only one number which is satisfying. Okay. Any doubt? और वैसे भी calculation is also very easy. Okay, guys. So chalo, let's move ahead. So half we have done, 10 questions. Let's do the remaining 10. 11. This also I found to be a very interesting question. I'm sure that a lot of you might have started thinking in trigonometry, isn't it? But actually मैंने इसे बिना ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के सॉल्व किया था. It says a flagpole. Okay, a flagpole on the top of a mall building is 75-meter high. So I can say a flag. There is a building. This is the length of mall. Okay, and then there is a flag. The flag, the height of the flag is nothing but that is 75. And the height of the mall building is, so total is 400. Okay. So the height of the mall building to an observer at a height of 400 meters. So एक observer भी जो height of 400 meter पे है, yes or no, तो वो भी observer की भी height 400 ही है. So ये तो ऐसे lines parallel हो जाएंगी. ठीक है. तो and he finds that the mall building and the pole subtends an angle theta. Both of them are subtending angle theta. So both of them are subtending. Okay. So ये दोनों angle theta है. If the distance of the observer from the pole is x, so this is equal to x. On it, that is x here. So what I do here, okay, मैंने ये क्या कि ये तो angle bisector theorem. Can I use the angle bisector theorem? Okay, so by using, because this theta and theta is bisecting the angle, so I can say these two sides are in the ratio 75:3. So 25 3s are 75 and 25 32, 325 को 25 से डिवाइड करूंगा तो ये क्या आ जाएगा यहाँ पे, that is equal to 13. So I can say the sides, this side it is equal to 3x and this side it is equal to nothing but that is 13x. Okay, so I can take it as, अच्छा ये x given था ना, तो I have taken as 3k. Instead of that, I have taken this as a 3k to avoid any confusion, and I can say this is equal to 13k. 13k. Yes or no? And now I can apply the Pythagoras theorem, or ये length भी x is built to 3. So need find out 3k. So by applying the Pythagoras theorem, okay, and if you solve this, you'll get the answer quickly. That the value it will coming out to be how much? 30√10 आ जाएगा. थी मेरे पास. So k equal to √10, and so and that answer. Okay. Can we solve by using this? I do not know how many of you use this angle bisector theorem, लेकिन ऐसे क्वेश्चन में सबसे पहले स्ट्राइक करता है क्योंकि tan थीटा sin थीटा यूज करके कोशिश करते हैं, isn't it? Yes. So can we move to, so I'll keep take this as a tough. If you are going to use the formula, then tan theta, so you need to apply the formula of tan 2 theta. Tan 2 theta is equal to twice of tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta, like that. तो वो complicated equation आ जाएगी. So can we move to the next question now? So this was tough, not to be attempted in the first round. अगर एंगल बाइसेक्टर स्ट्राइक कर गया तो फिर जल्दी आ जाएगा. Now question number 12. Now question number 12, again here what is happening, probabilities, and it is based on conditional probabilities. Yesterday also there was a one question based on conditional probability. This is also based on the conditional probability. Let's see here. Writex Brown and company, ठीक है. Writex Brown, an e-commerce company, gives home delivery of its valuable products after receiving final order in their website by different modes of transportation like bike, scooter, tempo, and truck. The probabilities of using bike, scooter, tempo, and truck are respectively ये. तो respectively probability उनकी use करने की है. And the probability of delivering the product late, now delivering the product late to the destination by using these modes of transport are 3/5, 2/5, 1/5, and 4/5. So when I was reading this question, I realized one thing. यहाँ पे ना कहीं में mention नहीं है respectively. तो ideally answer होना चाहिए cannot be determined. But I think probably they forget to mention at this line कि respectively होना चाहिए था, isn't it? Using these modes of transport in what order? Okay. So if the product reaches the destination in time, if it reaches in time, so first of all, I need to find out what is the probability that it will reach in time. So for bike, okay, so we are using a bike, the probability is 2 by, okay, and the product is 3 by 5. So it will reach on time, that is 2 by 5. So 2 by 9 into 2 by 5. So this is for the bike, I can say, plus. Next one is a scooter. Scooter, I'm going to use a scooter, the probability is 1 by 9. And not reaching to the on the time is 2 by, reaching on the time, that is 1 minus 2 by 5, that is 3 by 5. So this is for the scooter. Next one is for the tempo. That I will use tempo, that is equal to 4 by, okay, and not reaching on time. So reaching on time will be 4 by, and the last part it is comes out to be for truck, that is equal to 2 by 9, and 4 by 5 is not reaching on time. So reaching on time is 1 by 5, and this is for the truck. So this is the event which is happening in advance. It says if the product reaches to the destination पहुंचता है तो find scooter, तो इट मींस इन चारों में से एक टर्म क्या आएगा और न्यूमरेटर में आएगा, वो क्या होगा, स्कूटर. सो दैट इज 1 by 2 3 by 5. So 9 by into 5, it will in any case get cancelled. So I'll give upon 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 16 is 20. So 3 by 5. The only problem with this question was very lengthy, and if you do not know the conditional probability, then it might be time consuming. So हर साल एक क्वेश्चन आ ही रहा है, देख रहा हूं मैं, प्रोबेबिलिटी पे, बेस थ्योरम पे. Can we move to the next question now? Question number 13. So let's come to question number 13. ये भी easy था. A pest control person uses a particular machine for his job. It moves along the circumference of a circular hall. So it moves along the circumference of a circular hall 148 seconds. So circumference means what? That is 2 pi r. So 2 into pi, that is 22 by 7 into radius, which is equal to 49. And in 148 minutes, so in 148 minutes, so I'll say divide by 148. This is what? That is the speed. Speed is equal to distance upon time. So upon 148. Hours में convert नहीं करूंगा because all the options are minutes. How many more minutes? I need to find out more minutes. That is important. Or कितना लगेगा? Will it take him to move along the perimeter of a side 54? So मुझे ये speed, अब मुझे time hexagon के लिए कितना time लगेगा? So time is equal to distance into speed. So speed we have calculated and multiplied by distance. And what is the distance here? So that distance, it is equal to 6 into 50. ठीक है ना? Hex. So that, okay. So this is what we need to calculate here. That is 6 into 54. So if it is 6 into 54, that will be, you can find out, solve this, it will be, comes out to be approximately 55 minutes. What I have done here. So initially 148 minutes. Now after that 155.69 minutes. So 155.69 minutes. अच्छा divide करेंगे, that's it. Time find out करना है, so distance upon speed होगा ना. So 54 into 6 divided by that. So the time gap is nothing but 155.69 minus. So the correct answer choice is 7.69. So this was easy. Calculation भी बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. All right. Any doubts to anyone now? So 13 was easy. 14, oh my god, इतना सारा पढ़ना पड़ेगा वो भी एक क्वेश्चन के लिए, तो बेटर है क्वेश्चन ही छोड़ दे, isn't it? To be complete, but actually है easy, but too much information is given, so I'll prefer leaving this question. Let's see. A premier B school which is in process of getting an AACSB accreditation has 360 students. So 360 students are there. To incorporate sustainability into their curriculum, it has offered 3 new elective subjects to second year, namely and corporate governance. So I'll say this green supply chain. So green supply chain, global climate change. So global climate change and business. नाम भी बहुत अजीब से है. And corporate governance. So a lot of people actually get lost in these needs. नाम में खो जाते हैं. ठीक है. Now 12 students have taken all the 3 electives. So I can mark 12 have taken all the 3. And 120 students studies green supply. So 120 studies green supply. Now there are 12 students who study green supply chain and corporate governance, but not global climate change and business. So I'll say this is equal to 2x, for example, twice, है ना? As those who study both green supply chain and not corporate governance. So this is x. So x and 2x ये हो गया. And 4 times as many who study all. 4 times as many who study. So 12 का 4 times 48. So 2x is basically equal to 48. So I can avoid. So 2x is equal to 48. So you can write down this is 48 and 48 ka half. So we have got this one 48, 24 and 12. Next, there are 72 students. There are 72 students to take up any of these subjects. So 72 students. ये बाहर में आ गया. ठीक है, none हो गए. The group of students who study both green supply chain and corporate governance. So green supply chain and corporate governance, but not global business, is exactly the same as the group made up to the students who study both global climate change and business and corporate governance Okay. So ये हो गई 48. तो ये वैल्यू भी मेरे पास 48 है. 48 minus. I hope that this is clear. Last line. ठीक है. The group of students who study both green supply chain and corporate governance, but not one. So this we are talking about is exactly the same as the group made up to the students who study both global climate change and business and corporate governance. So here total sum 48. So 12 plus 36 is 48. Now, how many students study global climate change and business only? So global climate change and business only. Okay, so I need, okay, let me mark this is equal to x. Okay, so now we can find out here, or ये भी given है, 124 students study corporate governance. So we can find out all the values. Only GSC 48 plus 12 is 60, 60 plus 24, 60 plus 24 is 84. So 120 minus 84, this is equal to 36. वैसे जरूरत नहीं है, इसको पूरा का पूरा 120 ले लो. तो ये 36 plus 24 plus x. जहां तक हो सके ये 6 plus 4 plus x. Plus this 72 also. Plus this 1.4. So plus 1.4. And that is equal to 360. Solve this, you'll get the value of x, which will be equal to, I think, answer आ जाएगा इसे solve करके, which will be comes out to be 104. So not to be attempted, not even in the first round, not even in the second round or third round. That's right. So फर्स्ट राउंड, सेकंड राउंड, थर्ड राउंड में किसी भी राउंड में अटेम्प्ट करने वाला नहीं था. सो आई होप इट इज क्लियर नाउ. यस, जो यहाँ पे फंसा दो फंस ही जाएगा, 5 मिनट अपना वेस्ट कर देगा इसी में, क्योंकि नाम भी बहुत अजीब से है, ग्रीन सप्लाई देन ग्रीन, तो उसमें डेटा लिखने में भी माइट फेस सम मिस. ओके, लेट्स मूव क्वेश्चन नंबर 15. Now, two liners and Ramesh and Sohan start walking away from each other from a point P at an angle of 120 degree. So at an angle, ऐसे जाके. Ramesh walks at a speed of 3 while Soham walks at a speed of 4. What is the distance between them after 90 minutes? So 3 kilometer per hour. So 90 minutes में 1.5 घंटे में एक ये 4.5 ट्रैवल करेगा और दूसरा बंदा 1.5 घंटे में 4 kilometer per hour. So in 1.5 hours he will travel 6, and this angle is equal to 120 degree. What is the distance? I need to find out this. So 120 degree, it is equal to 6 plus 4 into 6, 4.5. And what is cos 120? Cos 120 is nothing but that is minus half. So solve this and you'll get the x. Calculation may might be, you might take some time, but yes, can be done. Question. 4, 5, 6 यस लगा पहले ट्रिपलेट होगा, बट एक्चुअली ये ट्रिपलेट फॉर्म नहीं हो रहे ना यहाँ पे. ठीक है. हाँ, 4.5 and 6. Okay, you are saying 4.5 and 6. That's it. Yes, it's a cosine rule. You could have also solved in one more way. I have not tried, but मैंने देखा था कि कर सकते हैं शायद इसे. The thing which if it strike, क्योंकि angles are given, this angle इसे perpendicular करके 90 डिग्री, तो ये 60 डिग्री, 90. So 90 के opposite to 90 it is, this is 4.5. Yes or isn't it? So opposite to 90 it is 4.5. So opposite to 30 it will be half of 4.5. Yes or no? That is equal to 4.5, or you can say 4.5. This is equal to 9 by 4 to find any fractional term. This is 9 by 4. And opposite to 60, that is going to be equal to 9 by 4 root 3. And then apply Pythagoras. 9. You can do it in this way also, like just extending the sides. Because when I saw the angle 120 degree, तो yes उसे extend करके easily आ जाएगा 30, 60, 90 triangle use करके. So any doubts to anyone now? Okay, चलो फिर let's move ahead. This was another easy question. Question number 16. A chord AB of length 24. So the length of this chord is nothing but that is 24 unit. So if I drop a perpendicular, it will be 12. So this will be 5 and this will be 5 and this is 13. So standard Pythagorean triplet 5, 12 and 13. Okay. So standard Pythagorean triplet 5, 12 and 13 here. Find the area of the shaded portion here. So I need to find out the shaded portion. So area of the shaded portion, that is segment. So area of the sector is equal to x, angle is x, so x 60 degree minus area of the triangle, and area of the triangle on that base height is equal to 5. That's it. Already given. So 13 square is 169 pi x by 360 minus 60. So the answer is simply option number 3. So this was a setup, not a difficult question. Okay, now let's move to question number 17. Now, coming to question number 17. Again, the figure seems to be complicated. Yes, that's right. In Iift is all about selection of the question. That's it. Now, this figure seems to be complicated, but question बहुत ही easy है. इतने सारे lines देख के आदमी वैसे ही डर जाएगा. Then two tangents are drawn from point P on the circle with center at O, touching the circle at point Q and T. Okay, so this angle, it is 90 degree. This angle is also 90 degree. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये जो मैं ड्रॉ करता हूं ये, ठीक है ना. So we always know that we'll be getting two congruent triangles. Yes or no? Two congruent triangles. It says angle QPT, it is 55 degree. तो ये 55 है तो 55 by 2. Okay, so this angle is equal to 55 by 2. This angle is also 55 by 2. ठीक है ना. ये हमेशा क्या होते हैं, हाफ हो जाएंगे. We always get two congruent triangles whenever there is a circle and there is a one common tangent like this. दूंगा तो ये दो congruent triangles आ जाते हैं ना. ये रेडियस r, ये रेडियस r. This is x and x length of common tangent and this is y. So these two triangles are congruent here. So angles will be 55 by 2 and 55 by 2. Now further it says another tangent AB. Okay, another tangent, it is AB here. So अब touches the circle at the point S. Okay, another tangent touches the circle at point S here. Find the angle AOB. So we need to find out the measurement of angle AOB here. अच्छा, अब मुझे ये बताओ, ये angle 58 degree. So what is the entire angle O? Entire angle O, it will be comes out to be 125 degree, isn't it? Because 90 plus 90 is 180. So it's a quadrilateral. If you look at the figure, I'll say that is figure PTO. PTOQ is a quadrilateral जिसमें दो angles 90 हैं और एक angle 55 है. तो तीसरा angle क्या होगा? What should be added in 155 to, okay, that is 25. Yes. So at this angle is 125 degree. Okay, 125 degree. अब एक और tangent आ गया यहाँ पे. So AB is also here. AB is also nothing but it is a tangent here. It says AB is also a tangent. So सेम थिंग 360 minus 180 minus 55 by 2 कर सकते हो, वही आएगा. सो इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा, ये जो एंगल होंगे, ये जो हो गया, ठीक है, क्योंकि इफ अगेन हियर माय पॉइंट AB is nothing but AB is a tangent. Okay, so if AB is a tangent here, I think I've done the 125 by 2 आएगा आंसर. इसका ऑप्शन नंबर 2 which is 62.5 डिग्री here. ओके, सो ये जो एंगल आ जाएगा बीच वाला 5 का हाफ हो जाएगा. राइट, कैसे हो जाएगा, आई टेल यू वन थिंग. तो 120 125. So if you look at the triangle OPT, consider the triangle OPT. So if I consider triangle, so this is equal to 90 degree and this is equal to nothing but in any case OPT it is equal to 125 का हाफ, क्योंकि ये 55 by 2 हो गया. इस लैंग्वेज से भी तो ये आ जाएगा. So ये जो पूरा एंगल है, let me highlight this one, which angle I'm talking about, you can understand. This entire angle, it is equal to 125 by 2, that is 62.5 here. Okay, 62.5. Okay, again if you look at the point B, from point B again there is a tangent. Just see point B एक अलग से बनाता हूं. O से S को ज्वाइन कर दो और there is a point B. So this is B, this is B. Okay, तो से ये हो गया, तो ये एंगल अब फिर से इक्वल होंगे, तो अगेन 62.5. ठीक है ना, 62.5 it will be divided in further two parts. So this, okay, So I can say 62.5 by 2. So that for that reason, this angle SOB और ये जो है कौन सा angle? Yes, this one. So this angle, it will be comes out to be 62.5. Similarly, on the other side also, this will be comes out to be 62.5 by 2. And if I add these two, it will be 62.5. So I hope that it is clear. अच्छा AOB जो 90 से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता. What's the logic? AOB 90 से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता है. What is the logic behind that, Nikita? Sorry, Apex. क्योंकि यहाँ पे दो है. I have taken the tangent from point and then another tangent from point B. So point B से again we are getting two congruent triangles. Remember, SOB and OBOT. So 62.5 का half, 62.5 by 2. On the other side also same. So you can add this, you'll get back 62. I hope that it is clear. अच्छा, you are saying that AOB 90 से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता. What is the logic behind this? We need to think that also. क्यों नहीं हो सकता है? AOB. हाँ, देख के तो लग रहा है कि 90 से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता. That's right. So anyway, let's move to the next question. चले आगे. 18. Now this is another easy question. The coordinate of a triangle ABC. Coordinate पे. So coordinates of the triangle ABC. So A is 1, 5, B is equal to minus 3 and C is equal to 0, minus 1. What is the equation of the median AD? So what is the equation of the median AD? So this is median midpoint. So I can use the midpoint formula to find the D. So this is coming out to be minus 1 and minus half. Now I need to find out the equation of line AD. So equation of line AD. So equation of line AD or median AD. Y2 minus y1. So I can say y minus y1, that is 5, upon x minus x1, that is equal to x minus 1, is equal to y2 minus y1, that is minus 5, upon x2 minus x1, minus 1 minus 1. That's it. So if we solve this, we'll get the answer as, I think मेरा answer जो आया था 11x minus 4y plus based on coordinate. Revise all the formula of coordinate. You must have observed direct formula based आते हैं coordinate के. In the year 2018 also there was a one question. 2019 में भी शायद एक question था coordinate पे. Here also it was based on coordinate geometry. Okay, so let's move to question number 19 now. A very easy one. The Drizzle Private Limited, a squash company, has two cans of juice. The first contained 20 water. Okay, पहले water 25%. The second contained 50% of water. तो second में 50% water है. How much juice should be mixed from each of the containers so as to get 12 of juice, total volume 12 liter of juice, such that the ratio of water to fruit is 3:5. So in the mixer 3 by 8, so 3 by 8 is equal to 37.5% हो गया. So that is apply allocation rule, that is 12.5. So the answer is option number 1, 6 liter. So 6 liter and 6 liter, 1:1. Now the last question. So this was also easy. अच्छा, ये तो upcoming live sessions, I think I have already said it, all of you. Oh, no. Question number 10, 20. This was also easy here. Calculations thing. But you can solve with the help of the options also. An overhead tank which supplies water to a settlement is filled by 3 borewells here. The first 2 borewells operating together fill the tank in the same time as taken by the third borewell here. So I'll say first borewell, second borewell, and the third. Okay. The second borewell will fill the tank 10 hours faster. So if the first is X hours, the second one will take X minus 10 hours. 10 hours faster than the first hour, and 8 hours slower than the third one. So third one will take 18 hours. The time required by the third borewell to fill the tank alone. Okay. So time required to fill the third borewell required by third का x minus 18 की क्या possible values है. So one of the way you can use the options and you can check that. Also given it that the first and the first two borewells operating in the same time as that by third law. तो पहले दोनों को मिलके कितना टाइम लगेगा? I can say 1 by x plus 1. So that is equal to x minus 10. So that will be coming out to be minus 10. So the time required will be the reciprocal, क्योंकि ये हमने one part का लिया ना. So I can say that is x to x minus 10 upon. This is same as the time taken by the third one, that is x minus 18. Okay, so I've got the into x is equal to x answer. X की और 6 30 minus 18 which is equal to 12. और you can have taken x minus 18 as simple way था, x minus 18 को ही y ले लेते और ये y plus 10. Yes or no? और ये y option y की value substitute करके you can find out the answers quickly. So this was easy. So I think one can easily score at least 10 to 8, 9 to 10 marks तो easily आ ही सकते थे. There were 10 questions which were doable, 10 questions were tougher, 10 questions were easy to medium. Okay. All right. Now at 9:30 today only, I'll discuss the at 2021 का पेपर लास्ट के 14 क्वेश्चन. फर्स्ट 14 मैंने डिस्कस कर लिया, 15 to 28 भी कर लेंगे. Those who have not done, they can do it again. So that IFT आ रहा है उसमें भी कुछ हेल्प मिल जाएगी प्रिपरेशन में. एंड यस आई हैव अगेन कंडक्टिंग यहाँ पे फर्स्ट सेशन जो उसमें वॉइस का इशू था. देयर वर लॉट ऑफ issues with the audio. So those who have not solved or those who have not attended the IFT 2019 Quant, they can attend it on 10th of January. Okay. A lot of people were not able to hear on that day properly. So that's why I'm conducting it again. So I hope it is done. So any doubts to anyone now, please tell me. So 20 questions just hardly take 1 hour to complete this. 1 घंटे में पूरा analysis हो गया. So on an average 3 minutes per question. So ऐसा भी बहुत difficult नहीं है पेपर. Ideal time to spend in the IFT is nothing but around 30 to 35 minutes QA काफी है. क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम क्या है, तुम जितना ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करोगे तो टाइम ज्यादा लगेगा बट क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट कम होंगे. बिकॉज इफ यू थिंक ओके मेरा क्वांट अच्छा है, स्पेंड 45 मिनट्स, तो व्हाट विल हैपन अगर तुम 45 मिनट्स स्पेंड करोगे ना क्वांट सेक्शन में, तो होगा क्या, तुम जो डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस है उनको भी ट्राई करने की कोशिश करोगे. तो व्हेन यू ट्राई टू सॉल्व द डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस इट विल टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम. सो इट्स बेटर कि 30 मिनट्स रखो, 30 मिनट्स में जितने हो जाए बट दैट्स इट. यस दैट्स राइट, इट्स ट्रू. If there is any question which is wrong, then everyone will get a bonus mark. All right, everyone will get a bonus mark. So I think quant 30 to 35 minutes. That's it. 30 to 35 minutes में तुम आराम से जितने भी easy वाले वो सारे solve हो जाएगा. Snap 6th January, पेपर snap का easy था, ठीक है. It's not a very difficult paper. तो as usual snap तो easy आता है, उतना ज्यादा difficult आता नहीं है. All right. आई थिंक अराउंड 45 अबव पे आ जाएगा. That is, I think that is the easy. 30 QA, 40 VA, 40 DLR, 10 GK is sufficient apex, I think. उससे ज्यादा टाइम देने की जरूरत नहीं है. क्योंकि मैंने ये देखा कि जितना ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं ना क्वांट में, तो क्वेश्चन तो ज्यादा फर्क पड़ेगा नहीं. उतने देर में प्रोबेबली यू माइट बी एबल टू अटेम्प्ट सम अदर क्वेश्चन. Okay, guys. So good night to all of you, and see you all at 9:30 after 1 hour, after 1.5 hour. So see you at 9:30.